of a booth here. He'll tell you a little bit more about it. If you're out wandering the floor and you would like a little break, now is your time to come on into the EFW radiology stage, grab a drink or a sample of a drink, and sit down and watch Chris Berry do some entertaining hypnotist stuff.
How's everyone doing today? Let everyone know something fun is about to happen. Let's hear some applause. Everyone, make some noise. Let me know someone's out there. All right. Is everyone having fun at the show so far? All right, excellent. And who's ready to be hypnotized? 2 people. All right, awesome. Yes. So what I need to do real quick is what I want to do is I want to explain a little bit about what hypnosis is and how it works, because I've had so many people coming by my booth like this, you know, just terrified out of their minds. And I want to explain a little bit about how it works, because as I was just introduced, my name is Chris Berry. I am a hypnotist here in the city. I do stage and street hypnosis, and you should totally hire me for your Christmas show. But I also do work as a therapist, and most of my clients are women who just, the struggles they go with, I do a lot to empower women and help them out and show them the power of their subconscious. And I want to show you a bit about that, because I'm sure a lot of you guys today are worried that you're going to come up here and do some strange and silly and crazy things, right? Yeah, you're pretty much correct. That's exactly what's going to happen. But I want to show you how this works in a way that just demonstrates to you how your own mind works, how it can empower you, or if you don't know how it works, how it can harm you to a certain extent. Just showing you how that is. How many people here in the crowd today, how many of you have been hypnotized before? A couple of people, okay. And maybe they'll come up on stage because they know how good it feels, and we're always happy to have them because we know they'll be easy to hypnotize. So, just to tell you a little bit about it, for those of you who've never been hypnotized before, when you're in hypnosis, I like the way it's been phrased before, you're fully aware, you just don't care. Now, a lot of people, they hear that, they're like, that's like drinking, isn't it? Yes, but without the hangover. In fact, if you saw our show in the spring, you'd know it's exactly like drinking, but I won't get into that. We're going to do a very short, very small 30-minute show here today. Just a simple show, a 30-minute show. It's going to feel like you've had a nap for 8 hours. It's going to leave you refreshed, rejuvenated, feeling good. And you know what? Like I said, I am a therapist. I want to educate people on how their own minds work. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give everyone who comes up on stage a little gift at the end of the show, something to help them in some area of their life. Not a full therapy thing, but just some good suggestions, some positive things to help you overcome some obstacles. So I am bribing you a little bit. But I'm only doing that because I know I want some good quality people on stage who are really going to benefit from this, and I know we're going to get them in a moment. There are only 2 things you need to be able to do to go into hypnosis, to come up on stage. Number 1 is you need to be able to relax. And number 2 is you need to be able to focus. So let's find out how well everyone is able to relax right now. We're going to do a little group activity for everyone here in the sitting area. I want you to go ahead and get your hands free. And I want you to go ahead and put one hand up like this. Just put it out in front of you like this. And I want you to take the other hand and just grip that hand. And just kind of shake it a bit. Just relax it. Just shake it a little bit. Shake it really hard. Look around. Make sure you're doing it the same as everyone else. Okay. You're not going to look any stupider than this, so don't worry about it. Everyone who was worried they were going to look silly coming up on stage, that's it. That's as far as we're going. You've officially passed the silliness threshold. Stop doing it. You're done. You look ridiculous. You're finished. So, everyone here can relax. That's good. Now let's see. This is the important one, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how well everybody here can focus. So what I'm going to have everyone do this time is go ahead and put your hands out in front of you like this. I probably should have asked for the handset in hindsight, or headset, or whatever. Go ahead and clap your hands together like this. And interlock your fingers like this, nice and tight. Clap your hands together, really put them together. Just lock your hands together like this, and just bring them up like this, almost like you're making a desperate prayer. You might want to make one here while you're at it. And put both your fingers out apart of you like this. And what I want you to do is focus on the point between your fingers. Put them an inch apart. Don't look at me. Look at the point between your fingers. Focus on it. And I want you to picture, imagine, and pretend that there are magnets in each of your fingers. And the more you focus on the point between those fingers, I want you to imagine those fingers start to get closer and closer and closer together. It's almost as if your imagination is powering those magnets. And the more you focus, the stronger they attract. The more you can feel them tugging and tugging and tugging and tugging closer and closer together. That's right. Now, go ahead and stop, finish. I go over here so tingling in the crowd. How many notice that they can feel their fingers getting closer and closer together? That's right, that's awesome. That is an example of how your focus and your imagination affects you physically. It actually has an effect of your mind on your body. Isn't that cool? For a few seconds there, you were actually in hypnosis. That's the end of our show. I hope you enjoyed it. We're glad you came out. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Do we have time for more? Yeah, we have time for more. So what we're going to do is, like I said, this is about time we got some people up on stage, don't you think? So what I'm going to ask is, as long as you have no injuries I have to worry about, nobody pregnant and at least 18 years old, if you notice that you got a strong response from those fingers, if you can focus, if you can imagine, if you want to try something cool, I challenge you to get out of your comfort zone. I know some people here are scared, because again, people are walking past my booth like this. I challenge you to come up and try something really cool and interesting. I want to make this experience the coolest part of the show for you today. I want to make this the part you go home and tell your friends about. So in a moment, we're going to ask for everyone who wants to volunteer to come up on stage. We're going to put some music on. At the count of 3, whoever is interested, the stairs are right over there. 1, 2, coming out of your seat. And 3, let's see you coming up, guys. Of course, you're first. Make sure we got enough people here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we got enough, I think. Yep, for sure. And we need one more chair. We'll get one more chair. Oh, absolutely. Come on. Have a seat. Have a seat. It's a little tight. It's a little tight. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, can we get 2 more chairs? Can I grab 2 more? Excellent. I'll grab that. All right, everybody. Someone going over here. There you go. All right, thank you so much for coming. Give a round of applause, everyone. Thank you for coming up on stage. Haha, suckers. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. But I do want to thank you guys for coming up on stage, because this is about showing you guys something cool, and without you guys, there would be no show. So I want to thank you guys for volunteering. You guys get to watch something cool. You'll probably want to come by and try this again after you see what goes on over here. So as was mentioned, we have a booth over there. We're doing demonstrations all weekend. And I know after the show last time, people came up and said, I'm sorry I didn't come up. Well, you'll have an opportunity. But for you guys here, thank you again for coming up. I am going to be talking to you guys every now and then, just walking in front of you. Occasionally, I will have my back to you guys. Occasionally, I'll have my back to you guys. I'm going to be talking to both of you in turn. So I'm not trying to be insulting. But go ahead and put your feet flat on the floor, please. What we're going to do is, in a moment, we're just going to do a basic little hypnotic induction. Just a little exercise to help you to focus and relax even deeper. I'm not going to keep everybody on the stage. I want to keep the people who have a good imagination, who are getting a good response, just see what happens. So, I may send some of you off if I think you might enjoy more in the audience, but it's nothing personal. Everybody can be hypnotized. Some people just have a better talent for them than others. So, take a deep breath. Let it out. That's right. And every now and then, just to let you know, every now and then I'm just going to shake your hand. I'm going to touch your shoulder. I'm going to tap you on the forehead. I'm going to say the word sleep. Anytime I touch your shoulder, tap you on the forehead, shake your hand, say the word sleep, it just means to relax. It just means to let go. It just means to focus. Okay? Now, go ahead, everyone put one hand up, wave at the crowd, say bye-bye. All right, so what I'm going to have everyone do, we're going to talk a little bit more as the session goes on, find out everyone's names and things like that, but just for now, I want everyone to just take a deep breath in, and as you let it out, just close your eyes. That's right. And what I want you to do is just begin to just let yourself relax. Take a moment to focus on your breathing. As you guys are just letting yourself relax, I'm just going to ask everyone to be reasonably quiet. I know there's noise going on around here, but just give us a few moments to help these guys to just settle down, relax, take a moment to go inside. What I want everyone on stage to do right now, as you can hear some music gently playing in the background, just focusing on my voice, I want you to imagine that you can just tune everything else out for now, just focusing on my voice. And what I want each of you to do is I want you to put all of your attention, just for now, on your eyelids. I want you to put all of your attention, focus, and concentration, just for now, just on your eyelids. Just focus on every little tiny muscle, nerve, and fiber in and around your eyelids. And the more you focus on those eyelids, the more I want you to just allow them to relax. The more you focus on those eyelids, just letting all the energy, stress, and tension just melt away. drain away, fade away. The more you focus on them, the more they relax. And as they relax, I want you to imagine that you can just kind of turn your eyes up, almost as if you can just look up through a hole in the top of your forehead with your eyes closed. And as you do that, as you're just looking up, imagine that you look up at your forehead through your closed eyes and just letting your eyes relax even more completely. Even more completely. What I want you to do now is imagine that those eyelids are so relaxed, so tired, so heavy that they almost feel like they're glued down. In fact, the more you focus on them, I want you to imagine that those eyes are glued shut, tightly locked, riveted shut, and they almost feel like the more you try to open them, it would feel like they just want to stay closed, they just want to stay tired. They just seem to stay loose, limp, and heavy. In a moment, I'm going to have you try to open your eyes, and I want you to notice what it feels like is your eyes just want to stay closed. They just stay closed. They stay loose, limp, and heavy. I want you to just go ahead and just try to open your eyes and notice they stay closed, tight, closed, locked, riveted, shut. That's right, that's right. Now just stop trying, and relax them even more completely. Relaxing them even more completely. Now as you focus on my voice, in a moment I'm going to count down the numbers 3, 2, 1. And I'm just going to say the word sleep. And you're not going to actually fall asleep, but what you're going to notice is that you're just going to find that you can just relax all the way down. And there are people in the audience who are also listening. You know what? If you just want to relax and follow along, you may find that you just want to close your eyes, relax. If you find someone slumping up against you in the audience, just be a pillow for them. It's fine. It's okay. But in a moment, I'm just going to count down the numbers 3, 2, 1. And as I count down those numbers and say the word sleep, I want you to just let yourself relax. Just let yourself go all the way down. 3, just letting yourself relax deeper and deeper. 2, and 1. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Deeper and deeper. Just relaxing. Just imagining that you can focus on my voice and forget about everything else for now. And in a moment, I'm just going to tap you on the shoulder, tap you on the forehead, say the word sleep. And as I do, I want you to just let yourself relax. Let yourself go. All the way down now as I come to you in turn. That's right.
Not yet, no, I got it. Excuse me.
That's right, excellent. Oh, you think? Just continuing to focus on the sound of my voice. And as you focus on my voice, I want you to imagine that you can just forget about everything else for now. The wonderful thing about hypnosis is that it's a beautiful, powerful state of mindfulness, of focus, of concentration. And the more you just listen to my voice, I want you to imagine that you can just forget about everything else for now. Almost as if you could just forget about the past, forget about the future, forget about all your cares, worries, and concerns. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count the numbers from 1 to 3. And as I count the numbers 1 to 3, you're all going to come back to the room, eyes open, wide awake. And what you're going to find is in a moment, I'm going to have you clasp your hands together. And you're going to find that when you clasp your hands together, it's going to feel as if your hands are getting glued together, locked together. The more you try to pull them apart, you're going to notice they just stick tighter and tighter. And it's going to be the most interesting, cool sensation. It's just going to seem so strange. The more you focus on that idea, the more you just allow your hands to feel as if they're just locked together, glued together, they just feel like they won't come apart. And it's such an interesting, cool sensation. And we're going to do that in a moment. At the count of 3, everyone on stage is going to open their eyes, come back to the room, eyes open, wide awake, feeling wonderful, feeling relaxed, feeling so good at the count of 3. And anyone else in the audience just following along? 1. Energy coming back in your body. 2, feeling more alert. And 3, eyes open, wide awake. Eyes open. Hey,
Sorry.
how do you feel?
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Feel good? What I'm going to have you do, everyone put your hands out like this. Put your hands out. Lock your hands together, right? And I want you to just let them be tight. Put them right out. And I want you to imagine that those hands, I want you to focus on your hands. Focus on the first knuckle in your hands. Look at that point. I want you to imagine that those hands are getting glued together, stuck together. The tighter you put your hands together, it almost feels like they're getting welded together, riveted together. They almost feel like they're just one piece, like both of your hands have been carved from a single block of wood. They feel so tight, stuck together. And I want you to imagine, as you imagine that, I want you to try to pull them apart. Notice they stick tighter and tighter. Try to pull your hands apart, they stick tighter. They stick tighter, they stick tighter, and tighter together. As you focus on your hands being like that, as I come around, I'm going to push your hands down, and as I do, you're going to go right back into that wonderful relaxing state, or even deeper. Just sleep, just relax, let go, sleep, just sleep, letting go, just sleep, 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 deeper, deeper, sleep, let it go, sleep, sleep, all the way down, sleep, deeper, deeper, and sleep, let it go, relax, sleep, all the way down, that's right, just relaxing, all the way down, good, excellent, wonderful. All right, that is absolutely fantastic. Relaxing all the way down, just deeper, deeper. And I want you to notice that every time I say the word sleep, every time a hypnotist says the word sleep, it just seems to feel like you can relax even deeper. Let it go even more. Just sleep, 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 all the way down. Sleep, sleep, deeper, deeper. That's right. Just relax. And sleep, all the way down. That's right. And that's right. We've got a good group of people here on stage with us. What we're going to do is, in a moment, we're just going to do some things, again, to demonstrate the power of the subconscious. And everyone on stage, you can just continue to relax as I continue to talk. That's right. How are you doing?
It's okay.
And as I continue to talk, I want you to just find that you can just continue to relax. Just continue to focus on my voice. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some exercises. I want you to do some things in your imagination as you continue to relax. Just sleep all the way down. Sleep deeper and deeper. That's right. That's right. And as I do this, again, you guys can follow along in the audience. I want you to just notice what happens when your focus goes certain places. What happens to you guys physically on stage. What you notice begin to happen. And what I want you to do right now is everyone on stage, as you listen to my voice, I want you to imagine for me right now. I want you to go inside and imagine for me that you are on a beach. You're on a tropical beach. You're on vacation. It's warm. It's hot. You're on the beach. And I want you to imagine you're there right now. Maybe you're just kind of lounging beachside, noticing how warm it is, how hot it is as the sun is beating down, and just enjoying yourself. It feels so good to relax. And you're just on vacation. And as you focus on being on that beach, maybe you can hear the waves, hear the sounds around you. I want you to notice, as you imagine lying on the beach, I want you to just go ahead and, with your eyes still closed, just going inside, I want you to just kind of stretch out. Imagine you're just lounging on the beach. Lounging on the beach. That's right. And as you imagine being on the beach, I want you to imagine that it's just getting warmer and warmer. You can feel the sun beating down on you. And I want you to notice how hot it can start to get. And as you feel the sun beating down on you, I want you to imagine that, oh man, it's starting to get so hot. I want you to, if it's starting to get really hot, I want you to imagine that you just gotta kind of fan yourself. You gotta lift up one hand and fan yourself, just to take away some of that heat. Take away some of that heat, that's right. And as you fan yourself, it starts to get hotter. If you don't fan yourself, you just fan yourself. That's right, that's right. Just cooling off, that's right, that's right. Noticing, oh, it feels so hot. And I want you to just imagine, you just stretch out, just stick your legs up in front of you, lean back. Oh, it's so hot, it's so hot, it's so warm out, it's so warm out. That's right, that's right, that's right. And now I want you to notice, that now it's starting to get colder. Now it's starting to get colder. Now a cold front is starting to come in, and that sun is kind of going by behind some clouds, and there's like some freak snowstorm coming in. All of a sudden it's starting to get chilly. It's starting to get freezing cold, and yeah, you're starting to cuddle, you're starting to hold yourself, you're starting to kind of hug yourself and trying to get some body heat, trying to warm up. That's right. It's getting colder and colder and colder, and that's right. I want you to notice, I'm going to let you know something. It's starting to get colder. It's freezing. It's freezing. It's like Winnipeg in the middle of January. It's getting so cold. You're worried about getting frostbitten. It's so cold. Now I'm going to tell you what. The person beside you has all the body heat, and you need it. So if you're going to get warm, you need to lean up against the other person. Just hug the other person. Get the warmth. Get the warmth. Get the warmth. You're starting to get colder and colder. Cuddle up next to that person next to you. Just get warmer and warmer. That's right. That's right. That's right. Just trying to get all that warmth. Trying to get all that warmth. It's getting colder and colder. So snuggle up next to them. Snuggle up next to them. Try to get that warmth. Try to get the warmth. At the count of 3, eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, eyes open, eyes open, eyes open, wide awake. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Do you two know each other? What's going on? They do now, she says. All right, what I'm going to have you do now, do you want All right, and are you guys good? So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you guys move in a little bit, and you guys come over a little bit too. We're going to centralize you guys a bit. Thank these guys for coming up on stage. Give them a round of applause. All right. And what did you guys notice about that? Did you notice it was kind of getting colder and warmer? What we're going to do is, I'm going to move this over here so you can have your stuff beside you. And we're just going to meet the people who came on stage. What's your name, by the way? Amanda. Have you ever been hypnotized before? How relaxing was that? Okay. I want you just to lie. Now, again, this is a learned skill, so I want you to notice, Amanda, that you can't just sleep, just sleep, just sleep, just sleep, just sleep. Deeper, 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 deeper. That's right. Letting go, relaxing all the way down. That's right. Excellent. Letting yourself just relax. Deeper, deeper. That's right. And as I lead you back up, you relax even deeper, just relaxing, just relaxing, just relaxing. As you focus on my voice. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And how are you doing? And what's your name for everyone else? Nicole. Nicole, that's right. So Nicole volunteered to come. I actually know Nicole, so full disclosure. But how are you experiencing this so far? You ever been hypnotized before? Once before, okay. Very similar then? Way more, oh, this was way more relaxing? Oh, cool, I'm awesome then. So I want you, Nicole, just go ahead and, where's Luke sitting on right now? Up, sleep, 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 sleep. Deeper, 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 deeper. That's right, Nicole, just letting yourself relax all the way down.
Really? Yeah.
That's right.
Sorry.
And what's your name? Kathy. All right, nice to meet you. Have you ever been hypnotized before? Okay. Where were you hypnotized before? At Stampede. Excellent. So a Terry Stokes veteran. Awesome. How did you enjoy? How did it feel when you just let yourself just sleep? Just sleep. Just sleep. Just sleep. Deeper, deeper, deeper. That's right. That's right. That's right. And what's your name? Bev. Now, you looked super excited when we started here. Have you ever been hypnotized before? Are you enjoying yourself? How good does it feel when you go into that state? Let everyone else know.
Good, good.
She says nervously. Okay, I want you to notice it feels even better, Bev. When you just look over there, just sleep, just sleep, just sleep, just sleep, just sleep. Deeper and deeper, that's right. Just letting go, relaxing all the way down. Do you wish you could do this? That's what I usually ask the guys. It's like they look at this and like, teach me how to do that. What's your name, by the way? Josh. Josh. Have you ever been hypnotized before? Okay. What's your experience of it so far? Serene. Good word. Okay. How old are you? 18. All right. Thanks for coming up on stage. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Deeper, 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 deeper. That's right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Well, why would they put it?
All right. What's your name? Kathy, excellent. Now, have you ever been hypnotized before? Okay. About the same? Feels good, doesn't it? Yeah. Let everyone know. Tell everyone why they should have come up on stage.
Because it's awesome.
Because it's awesome. I want that soundbite for my video. Excellent. So, what I'm going to want you to do is take a deep breath in. Close your eyes and just sleep, sleep, sleep. Deeper, deeper.
Excuse me, ladies. I'm just filming the show again.
All the way down. Excellent. All right. Now, at this point, we can pretty much make all the noise we want. These guys are going to be relaxed. They're going to be super chill and just focused on my voice for the rest of this show. When you applaud, it makes them feel good. Every time you guys applaud, these guys feel absolutely wonderful, and I want these guys to notice that. Give them a round of applause. Make them feel good. Now, We don't have a whole lot of time here. They're only giving me 30 minutes. So I just want to demonstrate. Let's see. Who do we want to pick on? All right, what we're going to do at the count of 3, everyone, your eyes are going to open. You'll come back to the room, eyes open wide awake. 1, 2, and 3. Eyes open wide awake. Hey, everyone, get up off each other. No, you can stay seated. Stay seated. Take a deep breath. Get energized again. Okay. And see, I can never remember everyone's name, so I'm going to check this again. What was your name again? Kathy. There were 2 Kathys, aren't there? Okay. What was your name again? Bev. It was Bev. Okay. So the last time I was here, there was a Melissa, a Melinda, and a Melody or something like that. And it was just too much trouble to take care of. So now, what I want you to know is, what is your name again? You don't remember? Okay. I want you to look at me. Look at me. Tell me what your name is. You don't remember. What's your name? Try to remember. My name's Chris. How are you doing? Charlie Brown? Are you sure? Okay. That's much easier to keep track of. Thank you. Just sleep, sleep, sleep. All the way down. All the way down. That's right. Now I only have to remember 5 names instead of 6. That's just handy. That's just convenience right there. Okay. Just sleep. All the way down. All the way down. Bev, how are you doing? Is it relaxing to go back into that state? What I want you to notice, now this is interesting, Bev, just let yourself just sleep, 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 all the way down, sleep, sleep. At the count of 3, Bev, you're going to come back to the room, and you're going to notice, Bev, that as you come back to the room, your butt just seems like it's stuck to the chair, just like your hands were stuck before. It's going to feel like your entire lower body has been turned into a statue. The more you try to move it, the more stuck it gets, the more stiff it gets, like your entire lower body's a statue. It's going to be the most interesting, cool, strange feeling. It's going to be so interesting, but it's just going to be so strange that you can't get up. If you understand, just nod your head. At the count of 3, eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. Hey, how you doing, Bev? Good. Okay. Charlie Brown could just continue to just sleep deeper, deeper. Bev, what happens when you try to get up? How do you feel right now? What happens when you try to get up? I want you to notice that your butt just feels like it's getting stuck. Tighter. It's heavy. It's heavy, and it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier. That's right. What does it feel like? What's your? Can you get up right now? If I put $100 on the edge of the stage there and said, if you could reach it, it's yours. Could you do it?
Do you want to taste this?
I can't lift my butt.
Why not? What did you sit in? Did you sit in some gum? Okay, what I want you to do about just sleep. Sleep all the way down. Just sleep deeper and deeper. Nicole, how are you doing? Okay. Now you said this was your second experience, right? Yeah. Still relaxing, isn't it? Okay. Now, what I want you to do.
Or we can do 100 reasons why.
You know what? I gotta respect the clock. So what I'm gonna have everyone do, I told you guys I was gonna give you a gift. So I want you to just go ahead, Amanda, just sleep all the way down, all the way down. Nicole, just sleep deeper and deeper. That's right. Relaxing, letting go. Josh, just sleep all the way down. That's right, deeper and deeper. And the only Kathy on the stage, sleep deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. I don't need to remember the other one right now.
I only have like
Deeper
7
and deeper.
pieces.
Everyone sitting on the stage right now as you focus on my voice.
I usually get like
Things that I've said over this show, things that I would say over the course of a longer show, little suggestions like when I touch you on the shoulder and I say the word sleep, you go right back to the state or even deeper. Suggestions like forgetting your name or being stuck to the chair. These suggestions, the word suggestion is not special. The suggestions that I give are really not a whole lot different than the suggestions other people give in their everyday lives. In the therapy work I do, there is so much stuff that people tell their kids or tell their spouses and don't really understand the impact that it has on the subconscious. If you, just show of hands, how many people here have some sort of limiting belief or bad habit or something that they wish they could get rid of, but for some reason it just feels like they're out of control and they can't help themselves from doing that thing? Pretty much everybody, right? Those are examples of everyday hypnosis. Those are the sort of things I get rid of as a therapist. Those are the sort of things I make people do silly stuff with in stage shows. So they're only giving me until 3 o'clock. I'm going to start to wrap up, but everyone on stage, all 6 of you, as you focus on my voice, as you continue to just sleep deeper and deeper, all the suggestions I've given you, I want you to imagine that they're just completely gone. Of course you can stand up, of course you can remember your name. When I put my hand on your shoulder, snap my fingers, say the word sleep, of course you don't go right back to this state or even deeper unless you want to.
When you're on the train.
But I also want you to think, all 6 of you, I want you to just go inside and think to yourself, there is a limiting belief, there is a habit, there is a thought in your head that you know you need to get rid of.
no.
And you know that if you could just let go of it, just like you could let go of any of those other suggestions, it would be such a huge impact in your life. And I want you to think about what that thing is that you need to let go of, that you need to get out of your mind, that you just need to dismiss and be rid of, just like every other suggestion I dismissed a moment ago. And when you know what that thing is, when you personally know what that thing is for you, I want you to just give me a little nod and let me know that you know. That's right. That's right. And as you focus on that thing, in a moment I'm going to count down the numbers 3, 2, 1. And as I count down the numbers 3, 2, 1, I want you to imagine that that suggestion just goes. I want you to let that limiting belief go. I want you to imagine that you could just let go of it as easily as you accepted it. Even if you've had it for 30, 40, 50 years, just imagining that it could just vanish. And as it does, I want you to notice how good it feels and how it makes you feel and how free it makes you feel. 3, letting that feeling, thought go. 2, and 1, just letting that feeling go. That's right, that's right. Just letting yourself still, just sleep deeper, deeper. But letting that thought go, letting that thought go, letting that thought go, letting that belief go. And as you do that, I want you to notice how good it makes you feel. I want you to notice a positive, pleasant feeling of goodness, positive feeling growing inside you. In a moment, I'm going to count the numbers 1 to 5. And as I count the numbers 1 to 5, you're going to come all the way back up to the room, eyes open, wide awake, feeling wonderful, feeling so good, feeling fantastic, bringing that change with you, bringing that positive feeling with you. And as you come back up to the room, all these applause from everyone watching are going to be for you. So 1, energy starting to come back into your body. 2, feeling more and more aware, awake, alert. 3, feeling like you've had a wonderful nap. 4, feeling as if your entire body's been washed and refreshed and bathed in a crystal clear stream of water. And 5, eyes open, wide awake, wide awake. Give them a round of applause, everyone. Make them feel good. Now, Bev, can you stand up? There you go. Now you can stand up. What's your name? Kathy. Not Charlie Brown anymore. Okay. No holding a football out for her while she's walking down the aisle, okay, guys? Thank you so much for coming out. You guys have been great. Give yourselves a round of applause. You've been awesome. Thank you so much. So, if I had a little more time, we would have done a few more routines. I was a little short on time. But we are going to have a booth, we have a booth, where we are doing demonstrations, educating people on the power of the subconscious. I do stage hypnosis as well. Christmas is coming up, so if you have any plans, need me an entertainer or whatever, feel free to contact me about that. But otherwise, I will answer any questions over there. Thank you so much for being here for our show. Take care. Enjoy yourselves.
Excuse me, just for a second.
Other people, like when you told me to sleep, they were all like,
Yeah, I didn't know.
sorry.
No worries.
Like I literally, when I do fall asleep, like I